were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Today.
All right, everybody. Welcome to 24 Slaying. I got
Aaron again.
Aaron's back, and then we got
Anthony.
He was here, but he was over here.
hiding
He was over. He was going back and forth. So yeah, we came up and we thought we talk about something, and right now I guess talk about current event kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
We started talking about the Cat Williams thing.
We got the Cat Williams and everything that's going on with
Yeah.
Epstein, especially with the elections coming up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things. I'm sure people have their opinions on Joe Biden as much as they do President Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, I think we could all agree on something coming for the new elections this year. I think there needs to be a little bit of a change. But with Cat Williams kind of bringing up that Epstein's list, I think he's got a lot of validity, kind of sidestepping. I had a client back in the day that was friends with Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
and that was, very close to Lil Wayne. I knew that Lil Wayne had OD'd before it even hit the news.
Yeah.
And I think I told you that a while back. So I knew about that, and she disclosed to me the things about Justin Bieber and the music industry, and that shit is no joke. Like, all the things that he's describing is like 10 years ago when I was first training her.
Yeah.
And she was in the music industry. She's actually, she worked for Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah.
So I met Vicente and I met Big Boy.
Oh.
At Vicente's last concert.
Yeah, I met Big Boy. I kind of know him. He's pretty cool.
And cool guy. I guess he's a huge Vicente fan.
Yes, he is.
And so I had met him one time, and she, I bring that up because she was heavily involved in the music industry, and a lot of the things that you've been hearing that go on, she was like, yeah, that's the name of the game. I guess her husband actually ended up being gay. They were together for a while, and came out, and he was just like hooking up with all the artists and banging all the guy artists in there, and I guess it's like a total, it's how you move up. There's only one way to move up.
Yeah.
That was Vicente?
No, that was
No, not Gente. No.
That was she was describing that reggaeton music industry, the whole Justin Bieber thing. Like, she has pictures with Bieber. Like, she was just showing me all these things. She's like, yeah, it's no joke. Because we had gotten to talking about the Illuminati one day, and she's like, that's not a joke. Like, that's the real thing.
Yeah, well, you think about it, and like, I'm older, but I remember back in the day, all the artists, like Rod Stewart and they're all older, and they're whatever, but they said that they have so much sex that they get bored.
I heard that. Yeah,
so much that they get bored, and then they're like, they cross over or whatever, and whatever. It's just
I heard that.
And I'm pretty sure the drugs don't.
Yeah, it's like, okay, man, might as well. Right? I do it once in a while. No, but I heard that too. That like these rappers, they just fuck so many women, so many things that it's just like, all right, it's just like it's like an orgy or whatever. I mean, I don't know how it gets to that point. I haven't had that much sex. I've had a lot, but I haven't got to the point where I'm ready to cross over.
You'd have to have a lot. You'd have to have a lot. I mean, I'd have to have a lot to do that.
Man, like 15 away.
Yeah, that's where you get it. You get to that point where like, okay, I guess we made it. Huh?
Yeah, gold star.
It was like
with a butt plug or something.
I guess that's how it starts, right?
Yeah,
Finger, butt plug.
Yeah,
then, okay,
man,
let's
like,
go.
All right, fuck, we're here now.
$20, right?
It was like Thailand. The lady boys.
Oh shoot.
Well, yeah, man. I don't know. She was saying it's some crazy shit going on. I know you had brought up the Cat Williams. What are your thoughts on the whole Cat Williams thing and him calling everybody out?
I mean, I think there's a lot of valid points on what he's talking about. I think there's a couple things that aren't there. Like the Friday stuff, I'm sure he did a lot, but I don't think he had that much input. Even what Ice Cube said, Ice Cube actually validated a couple, but some of the other stuff that
I saw his thing.
It was already written. Yeah. The part about what he said, like the rape scene, I don't think it was going to be a rape scene. I think they were going to go a little deeper, and then he cut it out. I think that's what it was, but I don't think that was like a total rape scene. It was more of it was going to go deeper, a little.
Yeah.
No.
No pun intended.
yeah. But it was going to be more of a little bit more to it,
Yeah. That I heard him talk about the whole Friday stuff, and I think he called out Bernie Mac.
No, he didn't call it Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac. No, because Bernie Mac, his joke was taken from somebody else took his joke. So one of his jokes got taken, and then Steve Harvey took one of Cat Williams' jokes, well, a couple of Cat Williams jokes.
Okay.
So I mean, it's been going on before because remember Joe Rogan called out Carlos Mencia.
I was gonna say Carlos Mencia
because he was stealing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, they all got the joke, the Bernie Mac joke. It was from I think they said Moms Mabley, which is like in the 40s, 50s. She was that one. So they that's what I looked in and I was like going to this rabbit hole, but I don't have enough time to go through this.
Yeah.
You know, so before I got locked in on my computer, I kind of closed it.
Yeah.
but you do see the other jokes, and then Steve did some Mark Curry stuff.
Okay.
So remember, if you look at Mr. Cooper, that was an old show. That's the same thing as Steve Harvey show. So he took the same.
That show's funny.
Yeah. So
That's
Mr.
really big into all the comedians.
Yeah. So Mr. Cooper, a long time ago was a big show, and then Steve Harvey made the exact same show. You know, the what's your name was the president, was the principal. He was there, was a black. You know, the same thing. Mr. Cooper was the same thing. So
replay.
Yeah. So he just okay, we got this.
Content.
And then a lot of jokes that Mr. Cooper had were the same ones. It was a guy in the suit, you know, teacher in a suit, and then that's it. Then
what are your thoughts on the Cat Williams with dressing up as the women, the white chicks? Because when they had said that thing about white chicks, I didn't think about it as like they're dressed up as women. I thought it was comedy.
No, that one was funny. So that one was funny, but still, if you look at it, almost every male actor has dressed up as a woman.
Yeah.
There's not very many that haven't. But most of them do. So you got Chappelle, you got Denzel.
What did Chappelle do?
No, Chappelle didn't.
Oh, I was gonna say
Chappelle, Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson.
Latrell. No.
who else was it? Samuel L. Jackson, and then you got like, I'm not sure who else, but all the other ones did it. And then
Martin Lawrence, the other one.
No, Martin Lawrence was he did dress up as a woman.
Oh, I thought you were saying the ones who also did.
Yeah, so they didn't. But if you look back in the day, like the Scarface guy, who was he? No, the other one. Marlon Brando.
Okay.
Remember, he was like the main guy. So and then what's his name? The guy who got killed in the Porsche, James Dean. That was his little play toy.
Oh, shit.
So and then he was like having sex with all these actors, like all these actors.
It's crazy how like it's like a whole different world.
And if you listen to Richard Pryor. He was in there and all. So Richard Pryor said once, he said, cocaine's a hell of a drug. You'll suck dick for some cocaine. And he was part of that. So that whole thing, they were doing that. So you wonder if you are really, really successful, maybe do you have to dress up as a woman? Because they try to get them all in there.
I think that they tempt you with these big deals.
Yes.
It's money talks. And I remember I had a conversation with a client back in the day, super successful real estate developer, and we were talking about partying, we were talking about girls, and we were talking about, I forget how the conversation got. He was at this club, and he was with this bunch of chicks or whatever, and he's like, there's a price for everything. Even if you say there's not a price. There's a price for someone to suck dick. There's a price.
Yeah, there is.
For, like, you put enough money in front of somebody, you're sucking a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Really, I mean, I'm not there, but I'm not gonna. I mean, okay. Well, see, it's not gay, and if you don't like it, right?
Yeah, see, it's only gay if you look in the eye.
Yes, we gotta make excuses. We're gonna make excuses, but whatever. I'm rich.
Yeah, fuck it.
The story you brought about Richard Pryor, I heard a story about him and David Bowie being caught together.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
David Bowie. Yeah.
They were caught in a room not even just caught, someone just walked in on them. I've heard of Busta Rhymes. I've heard people walking in on him with a guy.
What other rapper? I heard a bunch of rappers do some real gay shit.
Pretty much most of them.
Yeah.
Diddy's supposed to be really big in that. He's like the main guy.
He's been accused recently, multiple times actually.
Yeah.
Drake with the BBL.
Sure.
No, they said that Drake got a fake or got his ass done or something like that.
I can see it. He was sitting there a long time in Nickelodeon, so I might as well, right?
Yeah, man, but it's crazy, obviously the way the money makes people move.
Well, I heard somebody else. They said, I know somebody, and there's somebody in the industry that I know. She was talking about there's parties that you go to, and you have to do stuff to get these things. And she was part of it. She was in that. She was in there. She was doing like movies and but to get to that next level, you have to do this. Then the next level is this. So that Kevin Hart was saying on a couple of them, if you keep looking, he's like, yeah, there's a door. And then you get into that door, and then there's another door on the other side of that. But you get in here, and you're here. To get the other movies, you got to go through that door. Now you're...
Imagine The Rock.
You know?
That's what they're saying.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you get, to get that famous?
But who runs all this? Is the Jews there's Jewish people that run all the movie industry, or like who's running all this rink?
There's somebody. I mean, whoever has the money.
Yeah, well, I mean, but somebody has to be running the show.
The crazy part is, how do they keep this under wraps?
Like, I think that obviously the media is controlled.
Yes,
I think we've seen that during COVID. You know what I mean? We see that during the elections. We see that, very much so. Media is swung and obviously paid.
Yes.
In any direction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're only getting what they're going to give you.
Yeah, and I think because when people hear like these big things and then the media downplays it, it's like, oh, it's not that a big deal. It's like, oh, I think, like, if you think at social media, for example, you see tits and ass on, like, in social media maybe 10 years ago, like, oh my God, that's like watching porn. Like, it's ridiculous.
Now
I see tits and ass, it's like, all right, I'm eating my dinner. Like,
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, you're like desensitized. So I think this stuff from being talked about in movies and everything, the dressing up as girls, you hear about human trafficking all the time, you hear about all these things, it's just, and it's sad, it's like a normal.
Yes.
So I feel like as it gets deeper up and like all this, I got a lot of gay clients, I got a lot of love for gay people. I'm not homophobic in any which way, shape, or form, but you know what I mean? You see like all these different avenues that people take with their life, and it's desensitized in every single way.
Yes.
So to hear about, like this, gay sex happening to take a job, it's like, oh, I mean, that, I guess it's not that big of a deal. It happens without taking a job.
You figure everybody's working to get paid. And then you do this and that. I mean, everybody works. Yeah. So pretty much you're getting fucked to work. You're getting paid this, paid this. So somehow, you're doing something. So, okay, I'm gonna do this for this much, or I'm just gonna do this for it's the same. Like, I make this much. I'm like, wow. You think about it. Do you want to be a billionaire? Do you want to be a millionaire? Like,
yeah, and then it makes me think too, because I was thinking about that other day. Like, is this what I have to do?
yes. You know what I mean? That's right. Like, you look like Kim. Kim, she did a sex tape. Yeah. She got really famous. Ray J says Ray J stuff. Yeah. And he's selling headphones.
Like
he's selling headphones.
Adam 22 with the podcast and No Jumper.
Yeah.
When he let that one dude fuck his wife.
Oh, yeah. Everybody went crazy.
He has a show for
but she was a porn star.
Yeah.
She was a porn star. Like, okay.
Yeah, well, he gets to fuck all the other girls that they bring on the show.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying in the comment section that they have a business relationship, so that's how they're trying to defend him. They're saying, oh, like, it's not really his wife, it's like a business partner.
I mean, at that point, I wouldn't doubt it, because I feel like at the end of the day, that's like me, like, dating Devin and be like, oh, we're going to go out and we're going to be like, okay, we're doing X, Y, and Z just to grab attention and media attention and make money off of it. I mean, that's possible. That's
probably what it is, because you figure there's porn stars that are married.
Yeah.
And their job is doing porn, and they come home and it's their husband or their wife. Yeah. It's kind of weird, but
How much work today? Long and hard.
But see, look, but a lot of you see there's like these sex dungeons and these little things that are out there. People are doing that for free. Yeah. People are doing that. Actually, they're getting paid. They're paying to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Little video shots right there on the 60 freeway.
Yeah. You're like, what are they doing? They're doing all this stuff. What's the difference? There are people actually really doing it.
Yeah.
There's some kinky people out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Going, and so
everybody's a little nasty.
You're either gonna do it for free. You're gonna pay for it, or you're gonna get paid for it.
I think the biggest thing is, like, I think some people do it behind closed doors. And I think what's the craziest thing is, like, you look at someone and be like, I would have never guessed.
Oh, yes. I know some people that I look at, I'm like, ooh, really?
Yeah.
And that, like, and then they start saying what they're into. I'm like, ooh, you? No, stop it.
That's like a low-key freak right there.
Yes. Yeah. Some of them go like way out. Like, okay.
Yeah, and I just think where it becomes an issue is the kids portion.
Yes.
And I think that's what a lot of people have, they get real kind of iffy when it's talking about that. I'm an open book. I'll talk about all kinds of shit. But I think with the whole Epstein Island and, like, you go down this fucking rabbit hole of the adrenochrome and you go to human trafficking and you go to all this other shit, I think that's where it gets, like, a little sickening with, with that shit. It's like, okay, well, did you really have to, put a child at risk to get to this next step. You know what I mean?
That's the crazy part. Yeah. They're doing that, and there's a line that now it's going to be crossed, and they're going to find out. So how far is that going to go? Once that line's already crossed, we kind of know it, but they're only giving us a little bit. You know, aliens are giving us a little bit here.
Yeah,
a little. 100%. So everything's a little bit. So you're not ready for it. But then they're going to do this over here to hide this, to make it not too big. And then 100%. Once it gets out, because I mean, seriously, how long, if you were indicted for something, wouldn't your records be done like that?
Yeah.
You know, it'd be gone. Oh no, we're going to give them till next week. No, next month. Or would they just, you know.
Yeah, I think they've pulled on this Epstein case for so long that now it's just like, oh, okay, we're just waiting to hear what happens.
Yes.
You know? It's not like, oh fuck! Look, all these kids were like, you know.
They probably had the list. They couldn't. Really
easily.
Is there a statute of limitations they're waiting for? Or limitations they're waiting for? You know, is they're waiting for certain things that only this can happen? You know, and is that what's
protecting people's privacy or careers? And you know,
we're trying to protect all the kids, people that are on there. You can't do that. Like, they've done it. You know,
trying to pay off to get their names off still.
Yes, that's what could happen.
What do you think about Aaron Rodgers and calling out? Who did he call it? The comedian? Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. That was good. Now he's got his own podcast.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
This came out today. He's going to have his own podcast or be on somebody's podcast for. So, you know,
that was funny.
Did he do that to clout, to get something? You know, was he looking at something? Yeah. That's what you look at a lot.
People clowns on people all the time. How can you not take a joke? I mean, that was like a pretty big joke.
Yeah, that was a little deep.
But that's comedy.
Yeah, but you can't do that no more. You can't do that no more.
Yeah, people are so
they're getting
sensitive when it comes to that
uptight.
shit.
You can't say a lot of things.
I'm only gonna talk shit about you, but don't talk shit about me.
Yeah, and if you start talking about something, it gets.
I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue you. I'm trying to make money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of things out there that are different, and if you talk to some people, they get their feelings hurt, and they try to be so politically correct that it's wrong.
Yeah, I was man, I was listening to on Instagram today. I'll see if I can find the video in a little bit. And Cat Williams was on there, and he was talking about, I think Michael Perry, was it Michael Perry that did a video dressed up as a girl in the Medea?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. And Cat Williams said he was talking to who was the football player's name again? What's his name?
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. And he was saying that he wrote in his movie contract that the only way that he was gonna work with him.
No, that wasn't. That was somebody. That was with that was the other football player. That was with the guy with the. He was in Fridays, and he was in White Chicks.
Terry Crews?
Yeah, Terry Crews. That was Terry Crews.
Terry Crews said what?
He told Cat Williams said that in order for him to work in another movie, that he has to be and dress up as a girl to be in the movie.
Oh.
So Terry Crews is dressed up as a girl.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought I had heard else.
No,
okay.
What he said another one about Martin Lawrence. When Martin Lawrence had the thing, he said that whatever, if you come in a movie, I'll help you out. I got your back. He goes. Then when he went to the movie after it came back, it was Big Mama's House 2.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, really? Trying to get me? I'm not gonna dress up as a girl. He's been on a movie as a girl. He's an FBI agent. He could be this. He could be that now. But they try to get him to be a girl, and he says, I'm not going to do it. Yeah. Then they got that other guy, the other comedian, to be in the movie. Yeah. And that ruined his career.
Damn. And I remember we were talking about, what are your thoughts? You like Fast and Furious?
No.
Yeah, I like maybe the first couple.
I've never watched Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah, but there's 7 of them, right? There's like 10, right?
Well, it's like superhero movies. They're all the same. Everybody gets into these, and they're.
The first 2 were about cars, though. Everything else.
Yes, it was about cars.
Well, they had said Cat Williams. They're talking about what was that thing where they're going to choose him or Cat Williams? What were you telling me?
Oh yeah, with Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
no, it was Kevin Hart or Cat. No, it was Ludacris.
Ludacris, yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about Ludacris, and it was something that he was going to have to do X, Y, and Z, and it was going to be him or Cat Williams have to shave their head and do X, Y, and Z, and they were going to get like a $20 million movie.
No, that was a party.
That was a party?
That was a party. That was somebody invited him to a party.
Okay.
And then, so there was a part on the video. He says there was a party, and we got invited, and it was me and Ludacris, and we went to the party, and then they said, "Oh, that wasn't even him. That was somebody else." Said the $200 million.
No, I thought it was him. He said it was
they'll give me. I'll give him.
And then next thing you know, Fast and Furious.
You know what that was? You know what that was? That was with from the Laugh Factory. Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore
really?
said that one. Yeah, Pauly Shore said that one. It was just, he was on a thing. He said, yeah, there was a movie. It was me and Ludacris. I think it was him. And then they went to them and he said, let me put my finger in your ass. That's what he said. He said, Al Pacino said, he said, give me 200,000 or something like that, or 200 million or whatever. He goes, and it happened. He goes, and then when that was over, you know, one of us had some money and one of us had 20 shows. He says, so, you know, we both got in there, and that was kind of what it was. That was kind of the gist of it.
Well, do you remember when Brendan Fraser was big throughout the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he just crashed?
Yes.
They didn't talk about it until recently. He has a comeback 10 years later, but he was harassed by a producer. And he spoke up, but everyone kept saying, don't speak up, you're going to get blackballed.
Yeah. And he got blackballed anyways.
He got blackballed.
Yeah.
He was getting like physically harassed by one of the producers, like just touching him, and he said something out. He was one of the biggest stars. He was bigger than The Rock. Like The Rock ended up taking his position for certain jobs, basically. Yeah.
If you look at that, if you really want to go deep into it and who does it, if you really want to go deep, like Michael Jordan, Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Magic Johnson.
Kobe.
Magic Johnson.
Okay, Magic Johnson. How the hell do you have the cure for AIDS? Like, you
Well,
have
that's
AIDS.
see, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, to get that big, they're this big. Like they're, I know they're good, but they're great. Once they get too big, do they take something away? Like they try to take it away? Because look at Michael Jordan lost his dad. Magic Johnson, they said, you know what? You're too big of too big. You have to do something. So he became the spokesman for AIDS. He never had AIDS. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then their kids are becoming transgender.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade. You know, my thing is, did they kill Kobe because they wanted Gianna to become transgender?
Is she?
No, she wasn't. But is that, you know what I mean? She could be that person because she was going to be on it. You know, your daughter becomes this. And they're like, and he said, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, then you guys are both gone.
Dang.
You know, that's
I never thought about it like that. That's crazy.
You know, I think because look at Dwayne Wade, his kid's transgender, and they're like weird. Look at also Will Smith. All these big people that are really big, something happened. Gabrielle Union was really big. So was Dwayne Wade. Look at Mac Johnson. He was really big. He had AIDS all of a sudden. Cookie never got anything. And his wife, and then all of a sudden his son is transgender.
Did you hear what Jaden Smith said about Will Smith and Puff Daddy? He said that they would have parties, orgies, basically, and they would make out like they would have sex with each other.
Will Smith and
Puff Daddy.
Yeah,
Jaden
and Puff Daddy
Smith,
has all
his
these.
own son said this.
Yeah, and there's Puffy has all these parties.
That gets a little off, but
yeah. And I feel like maybe the reason why that they have all like this stuff going on, maybe there's like this, you know, like with all these things, because it's like you see like these men on men, women on women, and you don't know what you see. Like it's just like so much, and I feel like at a young age, exposed to that has to do something to you.
Yeah, because you have a daughter. Like you I feel sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got like seriously growing up in this age.
Oh, it's crazy.
And how it is, there's no respect for people, you know, and all these women or girls want to get paid.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I said it before, but I haven't really said it, but it's prostitution.
Yeah.
So to go out, they want you to buy this, do this. For what? Like, what do they bring to the table? So I'm paying for a date. Okay. So what am I really paying for?
Pussy.
That's pretty much what you're getting. Like, okay, so if we go to, say, okay, they don't want to go to certain restaurants. That's a big thing. Remember, I'm not going to go to this restaurant. You got to pay.
It's not healthy.
No. But so say we go to say they don't want to go to Chili's. Okay, so that's what.
222, right?
I know. That's $30. That's $30. They don't like it. You know, they don't like that.
Like,
but
you think this is 22. Right?
yeah, you know what I mean. So they want to go to Beggar. They want to go to Mastro's. They want to go to Nobu. Like really?
Yeah.
I don't like. Why am I going to pay that? And if I was a cook, so like I cook food all the time. So if I bring somebody, like, okay, let's go to my house. I'm gonna cook you a meal. They're not going to want that. They want to go out and see the food, see this and that. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Why? Like, why couldn't I get a Fresh and Fuego meal, warm it up, and there we go, we're good. You know, what's the difference? You're still eating.
Hey, that's my new slogan. We can get you laid.
No, and this is healthy. This is healthy. You know, you know, that's the thing.
Like the sausage and meatballs.
Yeah. You know, it's wrong. I mean, this doesn't make sense.
No, 100%. I think I have my own takes on that too as well. I think that one, men have gotten really soft.
Yes.
Over the course of the years.
Yes,
like, just extremely soft.
That's why they're called simps.
Yeah, femboys or whatever. Yeah, so whatever they call it. You know what I mean? To each their own. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know where I'm going to be at in 5 years, and I don't want this fucking thing to bite me in the ass. But nonetheless, I'm an open book. I've always been super transparent. I got a lot of respect for all of my people, whatever choice and direction they want to go. You know what I mean? To each their own. Obviously, I have my own opinions. I'm entitled to them, and people will fuck with me for my own opinions and, X, Y, and Z. So, with that being said, I feel like today's day and age, society has gotten super soft, right?
Yeah.
And going back in, our previous conversation about male and female energy, I feel it's a men's role to provide and lead and acquire. Like, men by nature are acquirers. I think women by nature are nurturers. I think because there's such a shortage of alpha men, a lot of men out there are bitches, women have had to embody more of an alpha-like characteristic to fend for their own, right? Because you have maybe absent fathers, maybe you have lack of proper male role model. You have men that are fucking lazy, you know what I mean? If I was going to be in an open relationship or something like that, and I was going to entertain 2 women, then I should be able to afford 2 women. You know what I mean? Where I get now,
but what do you mean by afford?
Like being able to take care of 2. In my personal ideology.
But what do you mean, like
take care of them? Like if you're gonna live with me, you're gonna do X, Y, and Z.
Okay, but you're gonna bring both of them to your house and live with them, or
yeah,
you're gonna have one?
If I was gonna, we had this conversation about male female energy. I know I'm gonna get kicked in the ass for this, but I mean, it is what it is. I think personally, in my own personal life, Devin stays at home. But that's the way I want it.
No, I understand that. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you gotta take care of it. But see, the thing is, you live here. But I mean, you're gonna try and go higher. But when you can only live here, and then somebody else wants this, but they're not contributing. It's not. You can't just snap your fingers and all of a sudden you're gonna make that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. I mean, there's people that can take care of somebody. There's a lot of things. I think that social media really hurt.
Oh, the standards.
Everybody. Yeah. It did because you have.
Expectations.
Yes, the girls want this, and this, but they're not willing to give you this for this.
Yeah, or the type of girl. And the thing that for me is like also what I bring to the table can also demand the type of person I get to have.
Yes.
It's like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I need you to for sure be able to do X, Y. These are prerequisites.
Yes, for sure. I mean? But see, a lot of women don't want that.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think it also comes down to everybody working on themselves, which is why when we talked about like the health and fitness, personal development, it's just like, all right, if I take care of myself, like my partner better look good.
Yes, of course. Yeah, and that's what you want, But like a lot of guys won't take care of themselves.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like,
they let themselves go. So they let themselves go. Then they still want the girl to look at.
Bro, you're going to be taking some 25-year-old dude's girlfriends.
It's just how you do things. And this, I think a lot of people don't really look at both sides. They always think of them, me. And I want you to do this. They don't look about what I should do.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. Selfish. There's a reason why I don't have a wife.
Yeah.
There's a couple of reasons, but one of them is I like how I am.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really change too much of me. I'll change a little bit, but not a lot. And that's the problem.
You want someone just to compliment you the way you're at.
Yes, and then they don't have to be exactly what I want, but they can't. There's certain things you can't be.
Yeah. What are those?
Yes, and yeah, there's
what are those things that you can't be?
You compromise, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And that's where it is. A lot of people don't want to compromise at all.
Yeah. We're into the day and age of everybody being selfish. I think it's also with like the lack of like alpha males out there and like being able to provide, women are just like, well, I can do it myself, so I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then they see other women do it, but they're not that type of woman. You know what I mean? Kind of throws the dynamic off a little bit. Yeah. It's crazy.
But by taking care of somebody, you have your own. Like that has to be your girl.
Yeah.
And then you guys have to be one, not here and here.
I also argue that though, because I know some guys that make a lot of money that my definition of taking care of is their definition of play cash.
Yeah.
Like I just want to do it.
Well, that's a lot of guys. That's their I have money. I'm just gonna pay for this, pay for that.
Yeah, I'm just like this is my way of like keeping you around.
Yeah, but you're renting them. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, it's like escort.
Or it's on a lease. Like,
yeah.
I got you as a lease.
3 mile range.
Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade in 2 years.
Still got turbo.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's That's what people think. I think that's what the ideal ideality now is they want, okay, I have this much money and this is what
This
here,
is what I can get
I'm gonna get this for this.
Yeah.
And the girls thinks, well, you have that much money, and they don't really have anything, but I got this, and that's what you're paying for this, pretty much. There's nothing else there.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem. You gotta stop thinking about the money is the thing, and you have to look at the relationship. Because back in the days, it wasn't about
money.
A lot of money.
Yeah, nobody had Lambos.
They had
a horse over there. Yeah, horse.
Yeah, and there was a, and the thing also is they had a conversation. So at the end of the day, when you went to work, you come home, you could have a conversation in front of the dinner table.
Yeah. And now they're so fast paced.
Now it's not. You if you go somewhere and you talk to your girl, you're talking to her all day on the phone. Like, oh, this happened. So when you go home, you're on the phone, like looking at something because you're not communicating.
Yeah, and I think also too, what affects that is that you're influenced all throughout the day.
Yes.
By different things. There's a lot of comparing going on versus I think back in the day where there's less social media, there's less infidelity, there's less all these other things because it's not put it right in front of you. There's no temptation. Whereas today it's like, all right, well, it's right on my phone.
Yeah. Before you had to earn it.
Yeah.
Now, if you have money, you can get it.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the thing. Like before, when you went in school, you wanted, like in school, but after whatever, you wanted something, you had to really earn it.
Yeah.
Now, if I have money, I can pretty much buy it.
Yeah.
It's
like,
if you have a nice
movies like Cat Williams and
if you have a really nice car, that's pretty much all it really takes.
Yeah.
If you pull up somewhere in a Lambo,
you don't even have to have the newest one.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's a BMW?
yeah. You pull up in it, and then that's it. You're already there. So say if you went to somewhere and you pull up in a nice car, and you walk in, they already know he came in that. Yeah. They're gonna be. You're not coming. You're not coming like a Corolla and like park and.
But he's a nice guy.
yeah. Like they'll let you buy him a drink or whatever but that.
This guy, I'm gonna
Yes, that's how it is.
When I'm ready to settle down, it'll be this guy.
Yes. Yeah. No, still because he doesn't have the money. Once he buys he makes his fortune, then I'll go for that guy.
Yeah. It's crazy though, man. It's funny that you say that shit because it's so true. It's so true. And not just for the picking up chicks thing, like my next big move is obviously to buy a supercar. Like the next thing is a Lambo. We were talking about that.
I have a Lambo somewhere.
I have a cousin that bought a Lambo. We're talking about the marketing from it and just driving traffic. Like if you were to have a Lambo pull up, like the front thumbnail of your podcast, like that's clickbait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So not does it only work in like the male-female attraction, but it's just like it's
a marketing tool.
Yeah, it's a marketing tool.
Yeah.
The money is it's like a marketing tool, and it really makes a difference. And even though people know, like people might talk shit, like, oh, it's a lease. Well, that's not his. It's a rental. It's like still a fucking Lambo. They're still gonna click.
Yeah. They want to talk shit about it. They want to try and prove you wrong, first of all.
Yes. You know what I mean? So I look at those things and I'm just like, man, that is a smart marketing tool.
Yes.
And that's why I'll do podcasts like this and talk about the male and female energy or speak my opinions because you know what? It's like all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till you buy your Lambo and borrow it.
What was that?
I'm gonna wait till you buy your Lambo and let's take pictures. Just take pictures.
5 girls at Tim's door right now.
I'm just be taking pictures.
You got a party you need to invite me.
I'll just be taking pictures with your car, like.
Let
me borrow your keys real quick. Okay. I'm not going anywhere.
It's parking right there.
I'll be in front of your house. Everything, just doing a video.
Where do we even shop at? He's gonna pull in the park there.
That's all we do.
Why is he always at CVS?
I'm gonna just put a tag on your car. I'm gonna put a tag and know where you're at. Wow, funny seeing you here.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh man, but yeah, it's that marketing it's a total game changer, for sure. But kind of diving back into that Cat Williams stuff, man, I think it's pretty interesting because I think Cat Williams I think Cat Williams is hilarious. One of my favorite skits from him when he was like, "You see this shit right here?
Yeah, right here.
This shit right here.
Yeah.
This shit called death."
Well, like he funds his own movies.
Okay. I think Cat Williams is hilarious.
Yeah, he is. He's really funny, and I'm sure the other ones. I mean, when people are funny too.
Yeah.
So when Dave Chappelle left, that's because they wanted him to do something he didn't want to do. So he left $40 million, took off, and then he comes back. So I think you either lose something. Michael Jordan, he didn't want to do something. His dad's gone. Didn't want to do something. He went to play baseball.
Yeah.
So now he's playing baseball. That's another way. Maybe they were going to say, if you don't do this. So he goes plays baseball for a while. Then he comes back and he goes three again. So it doesn't work. Kobe, he had that. They did the thing where he raped that girl. It's like something happens to these people that get really big.
And you wouldn't say that
you think about this.
You wouldn't say that he really did it. Or you were going to say it's set up.
You don't know. Because
Because we're not perfect.
But
I'm not saying I was going out there and raping people and shit. But
well, I'm sure it wasn't rape.
Yeah.
It's consent. Because most NBA football, they on the road, they're doing something.
Yeah. 100%.
Like they get them taken to their room.
Yeah.
And they have these fun, like I want that one, whatever. Or when you're on the road and you go to every stadium, you already have that girl at that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's somebody from the club or whatever it is, that's your.
Who sings that song? I got hope.
Yeah, that's Ludacris.
Ludacris. I was like, Ludacris speaking Ludacris.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So they have that. Look at all the rappers and all these like movie stars, or not movie stars, rock and roll stars. They can pick any girl out of the crowd. Almost any girl.
Well, it's funny that you say that too, because that also has to do when we tie in the male and female energy thing.
Yeah.
I learned this thing from my friend Brian. Brian's super smart guy.
All right, tell him to come in.
Genius. Yeah, he lives in Florida now, Miami.
Damn it. I'll be in Florida. I was in Miami. I could have done one for them.
Actually, you know what? He recently just posted on his IG that he's taking people to do podcasts with. I can shoot him your way. I think it'd be a good combo.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he had talked about like celebrities, NBA stars, and women knowingly know that other women want this person, and they'll still have no problem being with them, sleeping with them, doing anything because it's a status thing.
Yeah. Well, look at Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
12? 12?
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's like it really like status is you basically status or money, you get everything you want. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I think that drives these people. Going back to this Cat Williams thing, it's like, all right, well, I'm already here. I mean, after you have so much money, I think the only thing you want after that is power.
Yeah, and that's probably what he's getting right now.
Yeah,
So you know what I'm thinking? Okay, how's this one sound? This is like kind of deep down rabbit hole. Cat Williams says all this stuff to protect himself from being gone, not leaving, getting killed. Yeah. So if he throws everybody out there, starts throwing all this stuff out, now you can't really get rid of them because now they're gonna know
that it's true.
Yes, or it's somebody else did it. Steve Harvey, the Faison Love, or Cedric. Then maybe one of those are the ones that did it.
Especially if it's set up as suicide.
Yeah. See, he's already put all this out there, and there's nothing on him. Epstein was different. So everything, I got all this, I have all this thing, and he did this and he did that and he did that. I start throwing out because you're saying, hey, if you don't do this, you're gonna be blackballed. Okay. Let's turn the script. Flip the script.
He's a smart guy. Cat Williams is a smart dude.
So now he changes it. Now I hold the power. I kind of hold some power in my hands.
Yeah.
So now if something happens to me, because he had said it, Shannon said, if you're missing, we know something.
Yeah.
See? And then he's going to do another podcast. He's supposed to do another podcast soon. Another one where he says he has more stuff to say.
That's been interesting.
So there, he's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Because nobody has said he hasn't. Nobody says he's lying. They're just trying to say that they're trying to change it up. So they're not saying he's lying. Steve Harvey didn't say he's lying. He tried to just discredit him.
Yeah.
But not say he's lying. Same thing with that. And then you're showing all these videos that he's did the same video. The one with Cedric about the car.
Which one?
The last one on Kings of Comedy, the last skit where he does the car, he's driving in a spaceship.
Oh.
That was Cat Williams' joke.
Oh shit.
So that one is the one where they got it. That's where he was saying that Cedric stole this shit. And then him and Steve Harvey said something, and I think that was he went to go see Steve Harvey they've seen him somewhere, and his kids went to go say hi and get an autograph, and Steve Harvey said no, like no, and talk shit, and was like real rude, and that's when he had the first problem with Steve Harvey. And a long time ago, I did Essence, the Essence show, Essence Awards, which is Steve Harvey, the Hoodie Awards, and I did that, and I remember seeing Steve Harvey, bald head, looked old as hell, and I'm like he was walking around the Essence show. I'm like before it was done, before it was the show was set up, it was in the setting up stage, and he's walking with these people, and I'm like, that's not Steve Harvey. And then you see it. Then after he comes back on, he needs the makeup and his hair, because he was wearing a wig. Then you could see, oh, okay, that was the image. And then once Cat Williams talked shit about his hair on that one show, he cut his hair and he went bald.
Interesting.
But his hair was so perfect, so dark. Even his mustache was like so perfect, so dark, all black. I mean, it don't happen like that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You don't stay.
The fresh lineup.
Yeah. And then he was saying his barber got $1,500 a haircut. Like really, he was paying his barber $1,500. Yeah. That's not a haircut. That's a
piece.
That's a piece. You're getting that thing fixed up every week. So, I mean.
That's crazy. I mean, I give two shits if these people do all the things that they do. You know what I mean? To whatever.
How about one?
To climb.
How about one shit?
Well, maybe one. Okay. I'm like, do you want that money? You gotta suck some ass. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I my biggest thing is switching over to if they were doing some things with the kids.
Yeah, that's a big thing. If they're, I mean, I don't care what you do. I can't say seriously for $200 million.
Yeah.
You don't know what I do.
Yeah,
I could say it all day. Fuck no, I wouldn't do that. But if the money's on the table,
It only hurts a little bit.
Look, and then you think like this. Well, who's gonna know? You know what I mean?
But he's like, all right, well, Tim, I'm gonna give you $200 million, but you gotta post it on Instagram.
Hey, you know what? I 200 million? I don't even need those friends anymore.
People won't forget how you did that.
I'm just gonna go buy my own.
It'll probably be cool, It'll probably be like, I was like gay once,
I make a joke out of it. 200 million, I can buy most of my friends off with $100. I mean, I don't know.
The full on.
Yeah. Let's go eat. Come on.
Yeah.
They're lying. They're lying.
Yeah,
it was CGI. You can figure something out.
AI.
I don't know. You think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's people that have done a lot more for a lot less.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
I mean, I seriously, I haven't done. There's stuff that I've done for free that I like. Shit.
What?
No, nothing sexual.
Or taco or
No, nothing sexual.
But I can remember.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't do alcohol, so I'm pretty good on that one. Maybe that's why.
There you go.
I better remember one else.
You think back, and all of a sudden, I become famous. Then all of a sudden, somebody comes out like, "Oh, I did do that, huh?"
Yeah, that's like,
and I didn't get paid.
Well, that's like with Oscar or I don't know, remember like Oscar De La Hoya with like the dress or something.
Well, that was, yeah. So that was real because he said it was real. But what happened? He said it was real, which, okay, but who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
he was on drugs, right?
Yeah, he was doing drugs and he was having fun. He was having fun, and she said, "Dress up." He said, "Whatever." Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some guys out. There's a lot of other people that probably do worse.
Yeah.
But because she wanted money,
she put it out there.
She puts it out. That's another thing. You do a lot of things. I mean, you're not doing anything. But say you have this on the side, and it's good. A couple of years you have that on the side, and then she figures, I want more, and like I can't give you more.
Yeah. And
she's like, okay. Now she throws you under the bus. Now you're busted. And like, oh shit. If I just gave her a little more money, Or now she doesn't look like she looked before, and I'm gonna move on. She's like, oh hell no, you're my lifeline. Like, I can't find something else.
Find the pictures.
Yeah, that's when the pictures come out. That's when that comes out, and then they get them. And then
that one time on TikTok or Snapchat.
Then Diddy throws her some money, and they're good.
Yeah, man.
Did you hear about that? Diddy was accused with Cassie, right?
Yeah.
He's accused of raping her. All of a sudden, charges were dropped.
Yeah, he paid her some money, paid her off. A lot of guys get paid off.
Probably got 30, maybe 30, 40 million.
Yeah. There's a price
Remember
for it.
Cassie? She had one song. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, fuck, you know.
Or Kelly.
Oh man, that guy. Something else right there.
Yeah.
They're still working on the documentary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are hard to watch. Like really hard.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, I think especially with daughters too. Like I think that stuff is fucking on some another level fucked up shit.
You find out about like.
Okay, so listen. So check this out. There's a thing that I know something, but whatever. So say your daughter grew up with somebody else.
Meaning
Like the friends, your friends, like
Okay.
you and him. You have both have kids. His kid's 3 years older than your daughter. Okay, so they become boyfriend and girlfriend. He's like 15, 16, okay? And then they grow up and now they're older. So he's 19, she's 16. But they're good. He becomes like famous, he has money, whatever. People are saying, oh, he's pedophile, or he's child molesting because she's 16, he's 19. So 17, he's 20. So how would you feel about that? But they grew up together, and then they've been together since like 2-3 years. Then what
knew each other.
Yeah, the families knew each other.
Yeah, I think that would be a different situation. I don't know how I'm gonna react in the dating scene yet. I haven't gotten that far.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
So I haven't gotten that far yet. But I am a firm believer in environments. You know what I mean, and being a good setting a good example of expectations and stuff like that. So I think that is important. You know what I mean? I'm sure these fucking podcasts may bite me in the ass eventually some fucking days.
No.
You know? No, not this, but like, I mean, I've said a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, but I hope, I have a rhyme to a reason for everything. But I think, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be when it comes time to parenting. I don't know if I'm going to have to fuck somebody up or something like that, you know? Like, that may be the scenario, or just kind of hope that, okay, don't do this, or maybe make examples out of other people, or... I really don't know until I get there. Hopefully that they're able to make some cautious decisions. I know heartbreak is just the name of the game. I know that there's just some things that are just kind of inevitable, and I can't be like, oh, I'm the exception to the rule. I'm not going to allow that to happen. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of kids or a lot of people have to learn by the mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've made a lot of mistakes.
I think we all have, yeah.
So when you try and tell your kids,
don't do this.
Hey, you know what? I've been through it. You don't know shit.
Yeah, if the fire's hot, I need to myself.
yeah. That's just like that. You think about it. I can like actually write it out. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Let me write this out. Okay, there you go. No, you're bullshitting. So then it happens. You go like, see, I told you.
Yeah.
But they still don't believe it. We don't believe. We have to.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't think our parents did that before,
Yeah.
They're stupid. You didn't.
Or I think
it wasn't like that back in the day.
Too, it's like you almost have to do dumb shit to get credibility. I think now coming up and being like successful, like from a successful standpoint, like no one respects someone that got handed everything.
No.
So as I feel like we're in this day and age where you need like this tough guy persona, and you need like, oh, I got it out the mud, like I'm fucking started from the bottom, to have like respect. I think if it's your life's too easy, no one wants to listen to that story regardless.
I'm cool with winning lotto. I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. Well, I mean, but the lotto, yeah, definitely. But I feel like if you're trying to build something, people always respect, like, what makes you interesting? All the shit that you've gone through.
Then that's when you make up lies, and then it finally comes out later that.
Oh, yeah, and then you're like,
yeah, but it's too late now. I have my credibility.
Yeah,
And then I went through all this like psychological.
I have to change my story. I'm saying I fucking had some crazy shit happen.
Yeah, it has to be more exciting.
Yeah, so but I think.
Remember, you got to be homeless. You always have to be homeless.
Yeah.
Like you had $10 to your name, and then you had to get from here to here with that $10, and you had an 8 in 3 days. So that's the thing. That's the story.
And that's where I was like, I've never been fucking homeless and shit. I've lost things for sure. Like I've had my car impounded because I couldn't pay my fucking time. I haven't been like to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm living in a cardboard box and shit. But I also know what it's like to not have. I think like middle class and lower middle class is like the fucking worst situation to be in.
Yes.
Because it's like, you don't have enough credibility to be like gangster enough, but you're not rich enough to fuck with the rich people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, this is like the hardest spot to be in. You don't qualify for shit. Like you're trying to get financial aid. Like
You're right in the middle, right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'm gonna make the middle class tough, you know?
What's funny is, like, I have that story. I'm homeless. I was homeless for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Only reason I was homeless is because...
Do you say 2 weeks, or do you just say I was homeless?
No, it's 2 weeks.
All right.
No, I don't know. No. You say... No, see... No, I say I'm homeless. No, I say I'm homeless. Like, no, I was homeless. Well, but I was only for 2 weeks. So the reason is, like, I was driving. I got hired to go do a job. So I was going to be gone for 9 months. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get rid of my place. And I'm going to be gone for 9 months. And then for 2 months, I'm going to be back. But then I'm going to leave for another 9 months. So why have a place? Because I did it for the time before. So I got rid of my place, put everything in storage. I was gone. So then after I did all all the trips with the crew, the racing team, I came back. And I thought, I never really thought about it's hard to get a place.
Yeah.
Like, I had money. Like, I saved up all my money because I didn't have to pay rent. I didn't pay nothing. Everything was paid for, get per diem, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hotel was paid for. So I come back with all this money, and then I'm trying to get an apartment or a house or whatever. I'm trying to just rent something. Oh, fill out the application and wait. I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
And then, you're still trying to find something, and it's not easy. Yeah, I'll stay in hotels, and I'm trying to get place. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And then, my friend, I have a friend, one of my buddies is saying, oh, you come to my house and stay here for a while. My dad, come stay here. My mom, come stay here. I'm like, no. The reason I'm not going to go there is because my fault. I'm homeless,
Yeah.
It's because this is how I thought about it. If I go there, then I'm not going to be working so hard to find somewhere to stay, to live. I'm going to be
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. So I'm waking up in the morning, going to Starbucks, on my laptop at Starbucks, trying to find, place to live every morning. If I'm at home or I'm somewhere else, I'm like, I don't have to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning to go be at Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
There's Wi-Fi here.
Yeah.
And just watch some TV, So for me, that was the motivation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get comfortable here. Then I'm here for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. No.
Yeah.
I have to get out, and that's how it was that I was homeless.
Yeah.
It was by choice. But when my story comes out, I was homeless.
Yeah. We leave out details.
Yeah. All I gotta say, I was homeless. I had what? I mean, not gonna say about what I had in the bank. I was homeless.
Shoes were always clean.
I'm sitting at Starbucks all day with the laptop.
Like, a homeless guy with a laptop. You know what? It's crazy though, because the fucking homeless people now are resourceful, bro. Like,
oh yes.
Fuck, man. I feel like, I remember we were driving. Was I with you or I was with Claudio? We were going to Restaurant Depot in LA. We were picking up some stuff for the kitchen. And I see some lady on the side, like, fucking cooking hot dogs in, like, this full-blown, like...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this is a fresher place over here.
Yes, yeah.
The city's giving me shit for needing to have all these permits.
Yeah. They use the power, so they take off the bottom plug for the light poles, and they plug their phones in there, like, take the wires off.
Yeah.
They have phones. They have everything.
Yeah, it's resourceful, man.
I've seen a homeless person watching American Idol highlights.
Yeah. But if you're going back to the same place, you're homeless anymore?
If I'm going back to, not theoretically.
Okay, so if you're going, like, all your stuff's here, and you go back and stay here every day, you're not homeless anymore. You got free room and board, like this place right here,
LA shelter.
Yes. If you're under the same bridge, or the same, like the riverbed, whatever,
home is where the heart is.
Yeah, they bring all their stuff, they put it there, and then they go, and they come back.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. They work pretty hard though.
No, resourceful as shit. I feel like I was home, I'd be doing the same shit.
But if you're out in front, and like if you're at a corner asking for money, that's a big job. That's a lot, because you're there more than 8 hours, and it's hot. You're standing,
Imagine selling fruit or flowers, like that's.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit to be fucking asking for money for 8 hours. That's a lot.
But I wonder how much money they actually make.
They said they make. I seen a study that somebody, like, these guys did a thing, college kids and did it, and they were making, if you had to average it up to the whole year, they were making like 90,000.
Oh my god!
Between all of them or between one?
One, because you can make $300 a day.
That's what those gypsies do. That maybe.
Yeah, you can make $300 a day at a good corner.
Damn.
At a good corner, you can make.
200.
I've seen a family when I used to work at Costco. She always had her kid with her. And eventually, the managers like pretty much ran her off. She walked up to her car. She had a Mercedes.
Yeah.
And like,
Go out there and just hang
had a
out.
sign and
All
everything.
nickels.
Yes.
Cardboard sign,
Yeah.
everything helped me and my kid, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that's sad.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a good job, though.
That's good.
90K with benefits.
Yeah, she has. They have benefits because they're getting the state. The state's giving them.
Medi-Cal.
State's giving them
Cover
insurance.
California.
Yeah.
Cover California.
And then you use all the different incentives. You know.
Yeah, I got WIC.
Yes.
All the EBT.
Yeah. They're killing it.
I forget where me and Devin were at the other day. This was like a couple years ago. I think we were right there in Monterey Park, at one of the Ralphs over there, and this lady's playing with WIC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is taking so long? She's like, swapping out all these items and stuff. And she goes and gets in a BMW, has a Louis V bag.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, WIC.
Yeah.
Shakespeare
That was
Brothers.
wild.
Then you look at your life like, really? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
I ain't stop paying taxes.
Yeah. I'm paying all this stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of weird that you got to do what you got to do to make it happen.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, California is definitely an interesting state to live in.
I've been to a lot of states and they're all pretty interesting.
Yeah. What's most interesting by far? If you weren't living in California, where would you live?
I don't know. I like California.
Yeah, me
as
too.
bad as everybody says California is,
Yeah,
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, Texas depends on where I go. Maybe like, yeah, I could do Texas. Maybe
I
could
like
do.
Arizona.
I could do. No, I could do Florida.
I've never been to Florida.
I could do Florida. I could do North Carolina.
All Republican states or what?
Huh?
All the Republican
No,
states?
it's just I've been the area is pretty nice. The weather's not too bad.
Okay.
So
North
that's what.
Carolina's really nice.
Yeah,
I heard North Carolina.
The barbecues.
yeah. North Carolina could be good.
Georgia.
Georgia's nice.
Depend. Maybe.
You find yourself a Southern Belle right
Pretty
there.
big houses.
Yeah. See, you can find really nice houses. I've seen a lot of them.
Oh yeah, like 200,000 get a mansion over there.
Because I'm looking at buying. Well, it depends on where you're at.
And I've seen these every time I'm on Instagram. It's like Plano, Texas. You know, like 400K, and it's like fucking like a
Huge.
mansion.
Yeah, but the other ones are where they're at is out past like more down towards the border.
Yeah.
Those big ones in Texas.
Yeah.
You don't want to live there.
Live there, yeah.
You don't want to live there. It's a nice house, but
Yeah.
but there's some other places. They're just so out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because I go to some place in Texas that I go to, or places in like I see these houses in Mississippi, like really like not nice, not bad houses, but they're not nice. Like they ain't worth 20, 40,000.
Damn.
And I'm like, Airbnb, but like what's around there, you know?
Yeah.
Like who's gonna come and stay there? You have to do like a hunting, so you'd probably have to do like maybe a hunting. Like so they come and do hunting, and then so you get like your 7 acres or whatever, and hopefully you have enough like game fence. So
Yeah.
you have to put into that place to make it, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Interesting.
Because my buddy has a place in Texas, and his place is pretty big, and they do hunting. He has hunting, and then there's other places in Texas that you can go, stay there, go hunt, and then what you catch, they
Oh, that's cool.
what you know. So there's different places you can do that. So that would
Oh,
be
wow.
different. But I don't think I want a $40,000 house that I was looking at. I'm like, wow, I can like put it back together really good for like another 20. I'm not moving. I'm not moving there though. You know, this is not even I don't even really want to stop here, but you know,
Yeah.
they have a nice truck stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't live anywhere else. I couldn't live anywhere else. My ideology is you just gotta learn to make more.
Yeah, because if you move somewhere else and it's not that populated,
Oh, no,
you're
no.
not gonna get that many people, and then they don't want to work out.
Exactly. Texas, man.
They-
They bulls over here.
Yeah, they plow fields and stuff. They're good.
Yeah, shit, back muscles over here. I need to work out.
I don't know. Just gotta figure out what to do and just have fun, and we'll wait for the next special to come out. Talk some more shit.
Wait for the next what?
The special to come
Oh,
out.
yeah, 100%.
Did you
Somebody's
say
got,
when or no?
no, he hasn't said it, but it's somebody pretty big. It's another big podcast.
Joe Rogan.
He's coming. So, well, he said on that when he said, Joe doesn't want somebody like that. Somebody like me. Joe said, we talk about Cat all the time. We really like him. If you really want to come on, I got you. So maybe it is Joe Rogan, but I know it's somebody else. I'm not sure if it's like a Tucker Carlson or
Oh, that'd be interesting.
somebody like that, but he's coming on one of those ones.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan will blow up. I mean, he's already blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, Cat will really blow up.
Yeah, on Joe, he'll get crazy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because Joe's a comedian, and he knows a lot of the comedians that he's going to talk about, or even actors or actresses.
My least favorite, by the way.
Cool.
I
Joe
love him as a
Rogan?
podcaster,
Joe?
I don't like his stand up. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
a lot of his close friends, they make fun of him about it too. They always like say how he bombs and everything. But
He has his
it's not
like
bad.
he's like a his style. Well, I mean he's good. I like him.
I
I
love
like-
Beggar.
Podcasts are good, yeah.
I like
His
one of
podcast is really good. No, like, he
Yeah.
knows how to talk to people.
yeah. He brings and he brings the people he brings in also are really good.
Yeah.
And his producer or his fact checker is awesome.
Yeah.
That dude is crazy good. He's I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. You know, that's the one thing that you really need as a good podcaster.
Some of the fact checks.
Somebody fact check, and it's on it. So that they're as you're talking, and they're already fact checking, so they can bring it up.
He's jelly.
Yeah, I know. One of my little sidekicks
At work, she's on it. Jelly.
Yeah,
Yeah, she'd probably be a fact checker.
yeah. And they probably, I'm pretty sure he gets paid a lot of money because
Oh, I'm sure.
Joe's podcast is huge.
When did he start his?
2008, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But when he first started he was out of a car.
Really?
He was doing stuff on the car. Like he would put the thing in, they would just be traveling because they were traveling to different. So they just just do like vlogs. It was like it's a
He did
vlog,
it
but
at the right time. That's-
Yeah. he did that. Then he changed to the studio, and then he had his garage.
Yeah, and then he moved to Texas, right?
Well, first he had his garage, and then he got a studio, and then he moved to studio and had a studio for a while, and then he got paid $100 million or something like that,
For
and
Spotify.
he moved to Texas.
Yes. Not bad. Exited the game off the grid right there.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not the great. He's right there in the middle.
He has a venue out there too.
Yeah, he has the mothership.
Yeah.
So he has a big it's his
I don't know, maybe Joe Rogan got popped in the ass too.
well, Spotify came 100 million.
It's like that's the spot I want. Right now.
100 million for the podcast. I mean, but you don't have to do that. He's doing the same thing he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't talk the same. If you listen to his podcast, once he got bought by Spotify, he's not the same
His voice
Oh,
is
really?
as he was.
You think he's holding back? Or?
Yeah, I think he's a little more there's not. He pumps up certain people, and he's more of he does a lot of cheerleading. Like, oh, this guy's great. This guy's perfect. No, like that. He wasn't that person before. He was like he looks at like really on some of the people who are really big. Like he doesn't. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome. He does this. And like, no, he's not. You know,
Yeah.
stop. You know, he does those kind of
Right
things.
on that wall, brother.
Yeah. So he's not the same. Because remember, he
Unbiased.
called out Mencia. He calls out other people before.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't he doesn't do that.
He just wants to.
I
He's
remember
like,
seeing the
he's
video.
like, I'm too far and established in my career now. I just want everybody to like my
You
shit.
chill.
Well, maybe not. Maybe Spotify said
Yeah.
because remember he's the one that said about the when he did the thing on the vaccine.
Oh yeah.
Remember he got hit and they tried to cancel him. Spotify said no. They're like, no, we're not going to stop him. But he's changed his viewpoints a little bit, not on the vaccine, but just certain when he talks about things.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's not
Like from
out there.
more unbiased, like less,
He was- yeah,
less
he-
polarizing.
Yeah, he was way out there before.
Yeah.
Now he brings it. He channels it in a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
My podcast's not gonna blow up because I'm just talking about Joe Rogan. What? Done. All right, this is my last podcast, everybody. How dare you say it? Because I'm on Spotify.
Crazy, man.
And they're like, hey, I thought you were on Spotify. I was. And you're on YouTube too. Not no more.
I don't know where I'm
Yeah, we're not. I'm just out of my house now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen next?
I don't know.
What's that next big thing that's gonna happen? I know. Well, what happened? What are those guys called? The ones the tunnels were found in New York, right?
I seen that, but I also seen some tunnels in like Michigan or something. They have like underground city in Michigan.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure there's underground cities everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know. I hope we get a new president. I hope we get at least
for sure Joe Biden doesn't get reelected.
I don't think he'll get.
Yeah.
He lost the Mexicans and he lost the
blacks.
Latin and the black vote.
Yeah.
I think he lost that.
I think, I appreciate Trump because
He's like, what you see is what you get. And I think he's a businessman, and I think
yeah, some of the things that he says are a lot out there. I get it. It's not very digestible for a lot of people, but I don't think anybody was complaining about their financial situation
No.
during that time.
And it's funny because he was trying to stop people from coming in, And they were, no, we're going to let everybody come in. Now they don't want anybody in anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you really think about it, it's hard to get into other countries.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the U.S. easy.
But here you come in anyways. And then Mexico, they're all coming through Mexico.
Yeah.
There's 10,000 people coming at one time. You can't go into Mexico at 10,000 one time.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not saying, like, I'm not really political, but
Yeah.
if you look at it, everybody, Joe Biden is trying to stop people now. But he was trying to, oh no, Trump's the bad person.
Yeah.
And now everybody's like, oh, well, maybe he wasn't that bad. I mean, all he does is he just says stupid things.
I think that's where it comes. He does say dumb stuff sometimes, but I don't think the media helps.
No. But whatever. So he said. I mean, we all say stupid things.
Yeah, 100%.
And because somebody's not going, oh, you said this. I mean, well, we say even more stupid things. You know.
Oh, 100%. You know, you got to be watching your six at all times, being president and everything that you say. I mean, nothing can.
But he didn't care.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm thinking another reason why he didn't get reelected is because he said he was going to bring everything out, and I don't think that's going to be another problem. But now that Epstein's out, and there's some other stuff coming out, maybe he might be president again.
Yeah.
Because really, who's more popular than him?
Nobody.
That's running right now.
We see the
It's
Rock.
that guy from Florida, right? But
Ron
He's not even close.
That, yeah.
He's not even close
They
to
had that
being.
other lady.
Yeah, there's
Nikki,
yeah.
I forget her name.
Yeah, so like really, it'd have to be some kind of Oprah, The Rock, somebody like that to come in because we all think that actors are really good and Oprah knows what she's doing. You know, other than that, you know, Diddy, not Diddy, 50 Cent. Who's gonna who?
6ix9ine.
Yeah. Oh, he's more popular. He's gonna make it happen. You know, like really stop.
He really knows what the people want.
Yeah, he's done a movie on it already.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think it's gonna happen. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset if Trump's there, but maybe I won't be worried about being homeless
Yeah.
because I'm close.
Or a house where you don't have to pay fucking $1 million for a fucking cardboard box.
Yeah, that's crazy. The houses around here are so much money. I'm like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that much. It was half what it was like
Yeah,
a little while ago. Not even not too long ago.
Inflation,
Yeah.
all that other stuff.
Like around here, they were half the cost that they were a long time.
Oh, I believe
like,
it.
Maybe not even that.
Yeah.
And now they're going up. And then the house down the street just got, like it's, I think it's like 1.4. Like that house over there, 1.4, 1.4. And I figured out how it works. If you get 3 houses in the same spot, everything goes up.
Yeah.
So if they bought this one for this and this one for this,
Comparables.
yeah, we have there's 6 houses that are empty, been empty for a while.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this one became 1.4. So that one's probably gonna be 1.4 or 1.6, and then and then now everything goes up.
Yeah.
And so those people,
Jack up rents and everything like that. That's fucking
Crazy.
and then those people sell, and then the houses go up,
Yeah.
and then I don't live here no more. I'm gone. They're like, oh, you gotta go.
Oh man.
You know?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But man.
Pleasure being on the podcast.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun.
Pleasure.
It was a good
Pleasure.
talk.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
He's in front now.
I'm shooting the shit.
He's in front. He's in front of the camera now.
I gotta clock in for work again a little bit.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot, Tim.
Aaron.
Anthony.
Oh, that's good. TAA. All right. Look for us on all our social media. Tim, Aaron, Anthony.
Yeah, Aaron _ Powerhouse Fit.
Yeah.
At Anthony Amata.
Underscore.
Figure it out. That's
You need a biopic? This guy.
What is that about? The biopic.
Your bio. Your
He's
whole.
just saying like your biopic. Like,
Oh, okay.
No, your whole
story.
Your whole story. Your bio.
Oh,
Your biography.
right, yeah,
You're making your biography.
Yeah, I
man.
feel like my life documentary. Yeah, I'm with it though. It's perfect, baby.
Yeah, we got it. Okay. Joe. Got him on. He's on. Okay.
I'm on, Joe. Actually, hold on, let's take a picture of this. Man. I'm gonna take a Joe.
All right. So everybody, thanks for coming, or thanks for looking, thanks for listening. We're out.
Boom. Peace.
Thank you.